Who do you think is the best looking?
Robbie, definitely.
Robbie's a dangerously sexy love god.
That's all I wanted to do was famous. Didn't know I was going to do it, didn't know I was going to get there. But the same thing happened to me at school. The English teacher named Mr. Cartledge, or odd mate, he was out there saying, you know, what do you want to be? I said, I want to be famous. He says, you'll never do it, you'll never do it. So when I go down in my Jeep, my nice clothes, and I see him, I go, hey mister, are you okay?
You can't drive though.
Yeah, I know.
You haven't got a Jeep, you liar.
And you haven't got a Jeep.
And you haven't got nice clothes.
And you haven't got any
Alright then, I won't do any of the above.
And you never went to school, so you mustn't have had a teacher.
I know, I'm just painting a pretty picture of myself.
Take That fans are almost exclusively female, very young, and on this occasion very definitely overexcited. As Take That took the stage, the audience surged forward. In the hysteria, dozens of youngsters were crushed. The band had to stop their performance while children were rescued and brought out of the crush.
You look a little bit better at the front. Are the people at the front okay now? Are you sure? Because we don't want to go any further if you're not okay down there.
Oh, really, I was crying my eyes out. This boy, he was really, really little and he fainted and he got took away.
As soon as they all started standing up, everyone just jumped for the stage. We all just sort of got crushed.
While dozens of youngsters recovered enough on site to see the rest of the concert, more than 30 were taken to Broomfield Hospital, which had extra staff standing by and direct links with ambulances bringing in the young patients.
So what sort of reactions are you getting so far?
Noisy. Noisy reaction.
Well, you like me, don't you? Man, you know, that's because I'm in the band and that.
Yeah.
You're a good fan of mine, aren't you?
Yeah, I know how it's going.
We're all fans of each other. No, we're getting a good reaction from everything. I mean, from the tally, from your magazines, from your radio, and from girls. I mean, girls. My girls.
It's funny really, because when we're working, we don't realise exactly what's going on when we're on the road all the time. We think, oh, it's not getting big, but then when you get to a gig or something, you see the crowds outside, and when you get inside, it's like hysteria.
You start realising how big you're actually getting.
Yeah,
it seems to be
really
getting bigger all the
exciting.
time. You know, it's like.
I mean, I put a stone on in 2 days. That's how big I'm getting.
You shouldn't be getting that, for God's sake.
Yeah,
So how do you cope with the hysteria? I mean, you're frightened by that because there have been some quite sort of riotous scenes, haven't there, at some of your gigs?
Yeah.
We're quite safe though. We have bouncers and stuff at the clubs, so we're quite, you know.
I think at
if
first
it wasn't safe, we wouldn't do it, you know.
I think at first when we first started out, we didn't think it would be frightening, but you know, now we're at this stage, it is getting frightening.
What sort of things do they do?
What?
What sort of things do they do?
Well, there's one where we was in a club, Hollywood's in Romford, and they actually phoned up the club to say that there was a bomb inside, so they had to get everyone out. And all they was doing, they were just waiting outside for us, so they could see us. You know what I mean? So when we come outside, they could see us.
What about the time that girl came up in a tank? I said to the bouncers, you know, if you don't come out, I'm going to squash the club.
Bouncer didn't let her in, so she said, I'll be back. Yeah, she came back.
7 years later. Because you've got lots of girlies after you, I think you're going to be prime material for that sort of criticism. How do you think you'll react to that if it happens?
Well, we just don't care. You know, I mean, we've already had that sort of, criticism whereby. Did I say that word right?
They can take a little story that is really nothing and and in the papers they can make it sound really big. They can work for you, like be an advantage, and they can work against you as well. So
yeah, I mean, if
just got to learn to ignore it and build a wall around ourselves.
I mean, if you trip up on a pavement or something and there's a journalist there or something,
it can make it.
Rob falls and breaks his neck in Screaming Fans Dilemma. And it's all a load of rubbish, really, isn't it?
It seems like in England, and it's always been the case. But in England, like they build bands up, they really get behind them, and then when they're at the top, sort of bring them back down again. The press slag them off. So we're expecting that kind of thing. It's just a natural thing that's going to happen.
Are you worried about becoming known as a purely teeny band though at all, or does that not?
Not
really
worried
worry
at all. We don't think we are just a teeny band.
No, we don't go out to any audience. I mean, everybody. We do like over 18 clubs as much as we do under 18s clubs, and we go down just as well. So people can take us as we like.
It's just that the young people make a lot more noise than the older people, so they, you know what I mean? And you can't just put a band in a category, they're this, they're that, you know what I mean? We're doing what we want to do, and it just so happens that a lot of the younger people are interested in what we're doing.
I mean, we get thousands of letters a week. I mean, a lot of them as well are over 18s.
Older
writing.
I get mums and things like that writing in.
So I keep
Robbie's mum made it to me the other day.
Now, what about the new single that's due out at the end of this month? Can you tell me something about that?
It's good.
You write it.
Gary Ray in it.
You tell us about it.
About the single. Well, we think it's a big step on from the other stuff we've been doing. It's a lot faster and it's a lot more dancey and all the other stuff. And the routine, I think, is probably the best routine we've ever done. So we're going in the right direction. We seem to be getting a good reaction off everyone who's heard it.
Great.
All the people always say that the next single is better than the last one, like, our new single is better than the last one, and they were saying that about the last one, that it was better than the first one we brought, that we did. So that's a good way to.
And it's out on the 27th of January.
Yeah. It's called Once You Tasted Love, plug.
It's my birthday.
Am I new trainer saying what?
Can I just say it's my birthday on the 30th?
We don't care about you.
I want to know, it's my birthday on the 30th of February.
Mine on the 20th of Jan.
I'll ask you just